Well, if I found the previous set of characters confusing, I'm gonna find them even more confusing now. Let's go face first into an orc horde, haha!
The all-too-familiar stench of tallow and grease reaches your nose. You know what this means.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of characters. Very abruptly, too. Remember how long we spent with just these three up here? Okay, let's check out the new people. Passive, feigns death when he receives too much damage. Enemies let him be, and he stands up again. Neat. Rodario strikes with a hidden blade. Does not blow his cover when he's disguised. Copycat. Rodario disguises as a foe and is left alone until he openly attacks an enemy. Flamethrower. Rodario shoots a jet of fire from a device on his wrist. Huh. How long does the disguise last? Can I like run around in disguise mode and just slowly stab people over and over again? What's the cooldown on stabbing? 14 seconds. That's kind of a long cooldown, admittedly. Huh. Interesting. I mean, I'd like to see him in action, probably. Narmora. She's so fast she can evade every second blow. She only takes 50% of the hits. Narmora moves over an area of the battlefield quickly and undetected. Also cool. I'm getting more and more respect for these movement skills for sure, as these hordes block you from doing anything otherwise. Merciless. Narmora assaults an enemy with quick attacks until she's either dead or she has landed 10 blows. Is that the same thing as this? A multitude of blows rains down on enemies in front of Boindil. So, same icon, same concept, but kind of different? Okay. Until the enemy is dead or she's landed 10 blows. So that sounds like somebody I'd like to use. Fergus. Poison Dart. Fires off a dart that causes a lot of damage over time to a single target. Shrill. A device emits a shrill tone in a frequency only audible to orcs and dogs. Orcs nearby start to panic. To the knee. Fergus fires an arrow into an enemy's knee who then falls down. Fergus fires a dart that explodes on impact. Might ignite the target. So he has a lot of low-cost abilities, mostly, that you can kind of keep using, it looks like. I might as well give them all a test run. Unfortunately, yeah, I can only bring in 3 people at once. It would actually be hard to even test these characters as quickly as they're being sent at me and added to the party. Let's give this a go. So Fergus has a 50 with Narmora, and they both have a 25 with Rodario, who already has a 10 with the main character. So they don't seem to know each other that well. Let's see how this goes. A bunch of performers may not be ideal for a fight 50 enemies mission, but we'll see how it goes.
I understand.
I might as well experiment with them for a bit, because obviously it's really tempting just to use the main character, the original group over and over again.
At your service.
So he can run around in disguise out here,
I understand, creature.
and then I hit him with W. Gaha!
Over there.
Did it say? It said friendly fire. That's pretty funny.
Well,
Okay.
kill.
This is the arrow shot. Shoot him in the knee. Poison. Poison.
Again soon.
Don't want to hit my teammates, obviously.
Swift and quiet.
Okay, interesting. Oh, right. You have to walk like right up to enemies too. It's kind of a long cooldown, admittedly. Can I hang out and like slowly pick away at the big tough guy?
Patience, I'll be ready soon. Yaha!
Yaha!
Excellent choice.
Just very, very slowly, because of course there's a lot of time, the waiting involved in his skills. What if I... Alright, there's these guys over here. I want to W shot this guy. Poison! Haha!
Why not?
And time for Shrill to happen. They're all freaking out now.
At your service. Well, attack!
Yeah?
Aye. Over there. Glad.
I can just keep sneaking forward
I understand.
in my spooky
Over there. Glad.
murder attack.
Yaha!
Ha Oh, missed.
Oh.
Yes? Good night.
Missing's really concerning when the skill takes that long to recover. And then you miss when you finally go off with it.
right.
The good news is this crew doesn't have any AoE problems, so they can really just
Yes.
wail on people and it's not much of a problem.
All right then.
What?
Aha! How do you keep missing? I don't like this character very much. The whole point of him is to do stealth attacks, and I keep missing my stealth attacks, and it's very frustrating. How do I use this ability? Oh, it does have a cone on this one. The other skill looks like this doesn't have a cone. Interesting. There's a flurry of blows.
What is it? Vile creature.
Poison time. There we go.
Swift and quiet.
Alright, third time's the charm with this guy. So he's right there, and I'll run right into him. There we go. It only took 3 attempts. Alright,
Over there.
maybe I'll just fire, fire.
Service.
That didn't seem very effective. That didn't seem very effective, all things considered. Aha! They'll never suspect a thing, because I am spooky, sneaky, secret man. I think I'm never using this character again. I don't think I like him at all. Yaha! He sounds like a worm. Like from Worms, I mean, not just the concept of a worm, but like, he sounds like Worms from the video game Worms. Poison. Other stuff. Noises.
Hitting me pretty hard. And again.
Rapid fire attacks. There we go. That's a lot of hits.
Vile creature.
Oh crap. Crap, crap, crap. Crap, 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 crap. Tongue dildo die.
Understood.
What?
They seem to be doing alright. Flurry of blows.
What is it? All right then.
Swift and quiet.
Is he under attack over here? He is. Guys, get over here.
On my way.
Let's just get away from the archers. Archers are like the most dangerous thing in this entire game.
In sight. How many is that now?
Murder time. I like her. She's nice. I just attacked my friend. Crap.
Anyone I could do with some help.
That's not what I was going for. That was a mistake. Are there archers shooting us again? Of course there are.
Swift and quiet.
Hey lady, over here. Away from the archers. They're slowly bringing in new enemies as we go on. Ah, crap. Yeah, we're still in archer territory. Well, these all count as orcs, I think, so if they go down, then that's progress. Alright, fighting time.
Vile creature.
Alright, poison.
And again.
I don't think I hit him.
Good night.
Rapid fire swings. I think all of those attacks just missed. Aha! God damn it. I hate you. I hate this character.
Vile creature.
The aiming is too crap in this game for me to wait 14 seconds for one attack. No shooting me. I'm your friend. No shooting me. They almost killed that orc just now, didn't they?
Understand. I'm on my way.
All right, everyone.
At your service.
Yaha!
Swift
And now murder.
quiet.
Oh, there it goes.
What the hell were those things?
Goimgar carefully pokes one of the dead little creatures with his sword, as if he fears it'll jump up and attack him.
Have you never defended your past, Simmerbeard? Those are bögnilim. Small, ugly, stinking, cowardly. Sound like anyone you know?
Goimgar looks angrily at Boindil and is going to reply, but Namora speaks first.
They are like little orcs. They are even more primitive and make up for their physical weakness through their sheer numbers. They live in caves all around here.
While the others talk about bögnilim, you examine a decorated ox skull that the orcs had with them. It wasn't made by them, and somehow looks valuable. You pocket it.
Hey, valuable, skulls. Ox skulls? Is that what we said? Hey, a level up for Bavragor. I've barely had a chance to use him, but now I need to make an important choice about his future character usage. Earthquake. Enemies in a straight line in front of Bavragor get stunned. Because if I know anything about earthquakes, it's that they travel in straight lines and are very controllable. Dragon's Breath. Bavragor ignites the brew from his water skin and can set fire to enemies in a half circle in front of him. Setting fire would be nice. This one uses more bips, and this one uses fewer bips, which is encouraging. And it does a giant AoE, which could be nice. And the long cooldown encourages me to use it more sparingly while waiting for the other ones for longer, using these ones more frequently, whereas this one has a much shorter cooldown. I don't know. You don't have a lot to base the decision on because you don't know the stats and the usefulness. You don't get to practice with the skills or anything. But I like fire. Logic. Ivory figurine. That must have been what they were talking about. Doesn't look like an animal to me. Looks like a little man.
You are walking past an inconspicuous copse as Nomura suddenly stops on the spot.
Wait. We are not alone. Someone is watching us.
A trap?
Nah, if it's anything like Elder Scrolls, it's actually your horse.
Die, scum!
What are you doing? Why are you attacking us? We're dwarves too. We're on the same side.
I see honest dwarves here, but they are accompanied by scum. I will free you of it.
Oh, really? And what are you going to do on your own against 8?
You, come here.
What?
Brother, what are you doing? Boindle, what's wrong? Come to your senses.
It's no use. They belong to me. Now die, scum.
What? Why are you attacking us? Also, why are you attacking... Also, what... There's a really bizarre selection of people that they took control of? Like, you think that maybe they'd take control of all the dwarves to help them attack all of the humans? But instead they took control of a one human and a couple dwarves to fight a few dwarves and humans. What? So are they just racist? Is this a race war that's happening? Is that what's happening? We're just killing everything that's not like us? Do I have to equip this skill, by the way? Is that how this works? You do have to equip the skills. You can only have a few of them at a time. Okay. But the passive's always there, yeah. Tongue will receive damage halved for a short time, which is better than the Talisman of Protection, actually. But it costs more. But it's kind of redundant for now because I have the Talisman of Protection. Anyway, so good thing I got the new fire ability, I guess, because that might help. But also, this guy's gonna be useless. He can't even disguise himself. We know who he is. Was he gonna disguise himself as a copy of one of the other people here? Are they gonna fall for that? Meanwhile, she's really hard to hurt and has rapid fire attacks, and he's got tricks. But are we about to kill each other? Because it seems like we'd end up killing each other here. This seems awful dangerous.
What's up?
Let's see here. How big is this AoE? Overpowered. Oh, defeat the female dwarf. Okay. Get her.
Yourself.
And some of us are kind of hurt from the last mission too. Jump. Get her. Quickly.
Yes,
Go get her.
Soon.
I can't even tell what's going on in there. Where is she? Is she in there? There she is. She's gonna be a little hard to reach. Let's have you use your damage reduction skill. You can go after her pretty well. Oh, but you're stunned. Could you take a break from being stunned for a moment there? Come on, reach her. Oh, that's not good. Oh, she's down. Shit. Fire skills. Blah. She's not really taking that much damage, honestly.
He won't last.
Come on, go get him. I can't really get him to move because he's stuck. This is not good.
I can't do that yet.
You can't do that yet? How about now?
Just wait a moment.
How is it not ready? I'm hitting R. There's no cooldown timer on it. That should mean that it's ready. There we
I
go.
don't want to die.
Why are you guys still fighting each other? Stop it. All that build up to a one-hit KO.
As the unknown dwarf fall unconscious to the floor, then her control over your comrades disappears. You fetter and gag her until you know more about her sinister powers.
That was, I hope I didn't hurt you, Scholar.
It was as if in a dream, but at the same time, it wasn't. I heard her voice in my head, and although I knew better, I only saw orcs attacking me. You were the enemy.
Boindil goes over to the shackled dwarf and kicks her gently with his boot.
This is never a child of the smith, even if she looks like one. Those gifts. By fracas, there is something evil at work.
You kneel in front of the dwarf and press your axe against her throat.
My name is Tungdil. If I remove your gag, will you answer some questions?
The captive nods, and you pull the gag out of her mouth.
Giralda is my name. It would seem I underestimated you.
You said something about scum when you attacked us. Has Namora done anything to harm you?
Not her, but her kind. Alpha.
She is a human. She only acts at being an elf in theatre.
In the theatre?
For the first time, Giralda looks at Namora without a hateful expression.
She must die.
Your powers, I've never heard of anything like it.
Neither have I. I haven't had them for long. When I try to remember, all I see is black mist, and I taste iron and mud, and there's an elf who...
Did the Alpha give you these powers?
When I try to remember, it hurts, like needles sticking into my head. I am Giralda Bloodstone. I was...
Where have you come from and what brings you to Wayan?
I was on my way to the Free Folk. They are said to live in the middle of Girdlegard, without kingdoms or their laws.
The Free Folk? You mean dwarves?
Yes, dwarfs who have left their kingdoms, voluntarily or otherwise. Not everyone has a place in their kingdom.
You instinctively think of your own plight. You are not a secondling, and won't be welcome among the fourthlings since you placed obstacles in their king's path.
Don't believe this nonsense, Scholar. The Free Folk are just a fairy tale that people tell themselves when they don't want to stick to the traditions. Just look what good it's done Giralda.
Giralda prepares to reply, but then she holds back.
Enough talk! She is dangerous, probably crazy. She attacked us, we should put an end to her.
It's what you call amnesia, memory loss, a tool often used in stage productions. We don't know what happened to her, and maybe she doesn't either. We can't just kill her.
She's too dangerous just to let go, so we'll take her with us. Remove the fetters.
You nip any objection in the bud and turn to Giralda.
Listen, I don't know what has happened to you, but we are dwarves and we shouldn't fight against one another. We could do with your help.
The female dwarf seems just as surprised by your decision as your companions.
Thank you. I would be happy to accompany you. I am Giralda Bloodstone, of the Fourthling Kingdom. I'm sorry that I attacked you. It was a misunderstanding.
You realize that your decision doesn't please everyone. Boindil and Namora seem particularly upset. But they hold back, and you continue on your way, a slightly gloomy mood hanging over the group.
Didn't go over so well, but we have yet another party member. Oh dear God. Whoa, she's level 10. I think I wasn't supposed to go here this early, because I'm kind of going off path and wandering around again, but I like doing that. It's interesting that she's accusing other people of being elf that are clearly not elf, but she's got the white skin of an elf, so it seems that she might be under the control of our enemy, and that could go poorly for us. Like, very poorly for us. Oh, Boindil leveled up. Whirlwind. Boindil revolves around himself while he moves. How do you revolve around yourself? Do you mean spin? If you revolve around something, isn't that kind of like orbiting? Never mind. He deals damage to all enemies in his path. Bloody Scissors. Boindle decapitates enemies with less than 50% health, deals lots of damage to those with more than 50% health. Neat. Is it like an AoE too? That could be interesting. I love the idea of Whirlwind though, because I love the idea of like, what if I jumped to, like behind enemy lines and then just started whirlwinding? Like that's got to be cool, and it seems really fitting for his character. Really, both the skills fit, I guess. At Tungdill level, Battle Rush. Tungdill gains twice the AP when he kills enemies. Unfortunately, it's a passive. It's not a passive. It's a thing you have to use. Leader's Will. Tungdill and nearby heroes deal 25% more damage for a short amount of time. Huh. Self-sufficiency is nice, but as the main character that's always going to be in the game, having something that gives all of his nearby allies a bonus seems like it'd be a good call. Another pearl to sell. One day I'll find a vendor and be able to sell things.
Your path leads you to a small fishing village on the banks of Lake Ontario. The villagers are busy and don't pay you much attention, apart from a fisherman on a boat who nods at you before returning to his nets. You can just about make out a jetty on the other side of the lake.
Excuse me, my name is Tungdill. Can you ferry us across to the other side?
The fisherman looks across the lake to the jetty on the other side before turning back to you.
Oh, you're polite. I like that. Samuel is my name. I'll ferry you across for 10 provisions or 20 gold, whichever you prefer.
Hey, how much gold do I have right now? Let's give it a shot. I think I must have enough gold.
You give Samuel the gold, and after a long discussion with the dwarves in the group, you follow him onto the boat. The dwarves literally leap out of the boat as soon as you reach dry land.
We could have died. I hope it was worthwhile, Scholar.
Not fans of water, as usual. I'd like to go up there, but it's really out of the way. Like, really out of the way? I don't know, I kind of wonder if that'll be the type of path. It seems important enough that I'll probably end up getting diverted in that direction over time. So maybe I'll keep exploring down here, and I think that after I go there, it might send me up there, because it's like the opposite corner of the map. And I have to worry about how many provisions we have here. It's not easy to get to all the question marks either. Like, what kind of path could I take here? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I do not have the number of movements for that. So maybe I'll have to plan it for the return trip or something. Maybe I'll just go around here, and then maybe on the way back, go through there, or something. Yeah, the size of the party, now being 9 people, really puts a damper on how much we can move around.
A 2-story tavern sits on the corner of a crossroads. The snow around the building has been cleared away, and a warm light is coming from inside. The sign above the door reads, Minstrel Castle.
Minstrel Castle? That sounds promising.
The old building has nothing in common with a castle. It seems rather nondescript. A simple tavern for simple people.
Finally! Time for ale! My throat is completely parched.
As much as I hate agreeing with you, I too can hardly wait.
You enter the tavern with Bavragor and Boindle in front. On first impression, the interior is as inconspicuous as the outside. But when you take a closer look, you spot a couple of paintings of minstrels in front of a castle, a small stage that, judging by the dust, is only very rarely used, and a lute hanging on the wall behind the bar. There are not very many guests on the ground floor, perhaps a dozen, and most of them belong to a group of mercenaries who have retreated into the far corner. You sit at a table, and after a while you are brought the ale that Boindle has ordered. You go to the bar where the landlady is working and sit on a stool. The landlady, a stout, middle-aged woman with long hair tied in a ponytail, looks up briefly but says nothing.
Say, why is the tavern called Minstrel Castle? It doesn't look much like a castle.
Oh, you don't know the legend, dwarf.
One of the guests next to you at the bar takes up your question.
There was a castle here once. No one knows its name anymore, so everyone just calls it Minstrel Castle. Once upon a time, a king lived in that castle. He had many subjects and an enchanting queen. But one day a young minstrel came along and sang of wonderful far-off lands, and the subjects began to complain about their own lives. So the king sent for the singer to hear for himself. He came and sang a wonderful love song, and the king began to be scared. He thought that the minstrel wanted to steal away his queen. Without flinching, he drew his sword and struck the boy down. His father heard of this. He was himself a singer, and so he went to the king and played a terrible song, a curse. The king was to vanish in silence, and no one was to remember his name.
And that's what happened. No one remembers the name of the king or his castle. Make of it what you will. The story's certainly well known enough in the area to give Arin its name.
Kind of one of those self-reassuring stories, because you can never prove it right or wrong because it in itself makes itself unprovable. I would very much like to be able to buy a lot of provisions. Like, so many provisions. How much would this cost? I have... How much? It's not even expensive. Well, now I can walk around freely like it's no big deal, because I've got a whole bunch of provisions now. Any more? Can I just buy more? Come back, maybe? Sell up the ivory figurines. I think that pretty much paid for my food just now. Ah, there's the ox thing we saw before. So that didn't join my items. That was something else. Okay. Still have Frollo's scarf. So we have over 2 grand. We bought all of their stuff. Talisman of steady battle. Increases the damage of auto attacks by 100%. That's neat. Talisman of protection. What damage received? That's the same one we already have, huh? Oh! There's a 50% chance of reducing the damage by 80%. That's pretty strong. Tempting to buy both of them because they're useful trinkets and we kind of don't have a lot of trinkets. But there's definitely the risk of, there's absolutely a risk of just dealing with the fact that, we're gonna run out of money if I buy both right now. I'd be down to like 400 gold. And I do want the ability to stock up on provisions as often as possible. This one's kind of a copy of something we already have. This one's neat and interesting, and let's go for that. Put that on Bögnilim, and when he goes into his angry fervor mode, he's got to get a lot more dangerous at that point, right? Sounds like a more useful item than his freaking. I have a 10% chance of recovering 10% health, and then you activate it, and it procs like twice, maybe, over the course of its entire run. You're like, that didn't really help that much. Aww. Let's confirm and continue.
You nod at the landlady as you slip off the bar stool, and she nods back. Bafragor and Bögnilim, who are absorbed in a drinking competition, have to be practically dragged out of the tavern. But in the end, you are able to continue your journey.
Okay, wow, yeah, that's good news. I've got a whole lot more provisions now, and they weren't even that expensive, so if I visit these other towns on my trip, I can probably stock up on even more, and then maybe it won't be such a big deal. Now I kind of wish I'd gone up there, but now it'd be extra inefficient to go that way right now. Let's see, I think I want to give you the new trinket. It's over here somewhere. Boom. Symbol of an ox, ornamented with satanic symbols. Do you guys have Satan? I'm confused about that. You have a Satan to know of being satanic? Oh, she should probably use the healing one. There we go, because she also attacks quickly. Seriously, how do you have satanic symbols unless you know about Satan? Which means that you must have some... Yeah, why would you have Satan? This ox skull has only introduced new questions to this situation.